Welcome. In this very first video, we shall be familiarizing ourselves with the AWS Management Console. The AWS Management Console contains the AWS services. It is from here that one can deploy them. Obviously, to do so, one has to be able to make use of the console. Hence, in this demo, we shall learn how to navigate through the AWS console. When you log into your AWS account, you'll probably first land on this very page. This is not the AWS Management Console. To get there, we'll go up here, click to open the drop-down menu. Here is the AWS Management Console. So we'll click. Okay, so we are now in the AWS Management Console. You can take a look. This is what it generally looks like. So we'll look at some of the features. For instance, you can see the search here. From the search, you can find any of the services by simply typing the name there. So let's say we want to find S3, Amazon S3. You can simply type S3 here, and then a list will appear. So now from the list, we can now select our choice. So this is the Amazon S3. We can select it. Okay. Okay. So this is what the Amazon S3 dashboard looks like. Usually for any of the services on the left side of the page, the left navigation panel, you get a list of choices. For instance, we can have the general post bucket. You have the directory bucket. You have your table buckets, and so on. Then on the right hand side, this is where you can have your buckets. You can manipulate your buckets. You can create buckets, and so on. So to locate a service, you can simply type the service here. But this is not the only way through which you can locate a service. Now, look at this square here, this 9 squares. You can also use it to locate your recently used services. So let's select it. Now you can see my recently used services here. So I have S3, I have the console home, I have my EC2, the VPC, and so on. So if you've been working with the console already, and there might not be need to go to the search box to search. Once you click on the recently visited services, they will appear here, and you can select the one you want. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, let's look at some of the other services as well. We can look at EC2. EC2 is your Elastic Compute Cloud. Okay, so just like um, just like the S3, you can see on the left navigation pane the headings there. You see your instances, your instance type, launch template. You move down, you see your images, EBS, and so on. And then on the right hand side, this is where when you start working with the service, you can manipulate the service and do all kinds of things. For instance, you have your launch instance button here, and so on. So the same thing applies for all the other services. They follow just similar pattern. All you need to do is either you search from the search box, or you go to the recently visited services. They will appear just like the S3 and EC2 has appeared, and you can manipulate your services from there. For instance, I can, if I want to check out the instances I have here, I can simply click on instances, and if I have any instance, it will appear on the right hand side of the page. But currently, you can see there is no instance here. I don't have any. I don't have any currently working instance now. If I want to launch anyone, I can either click launch instance here or click here. So this is basically how you navigate through the services. Now, if you look up here, this shows the region from which you are currently operating. You can see in my own case, I'm currently at North United States, North Virginia. Over here, you find your accounts, the name, and then from the drop down, if for instance you want to create organizations, you can go to organization from here. Then, very importantly, you can check your billing and cost management from here. Very, very important. Whatever you're doing, especially when you're working with, you're doing real work with on the console, you can check your billing and cost management from here. And when you're done, of course, you have your sign out button here. You can always sign out from here. Okay. So this is just basically how you navigate through the AWS Management Console. In our next video, we'll now get into the real work of actually making use of some of the services. Okay, then that will be that for now. Thank you, and see you again.